Welcome, Internet, to episode 77 of Stranger Damies, where a bunch of us first-time D&D players sit around, we roll some dice, we make some mistakes, learn some lessons, but most importantly, we have some fun. Now, I'll turn it over to Dan to do some social media stuff.
Yes, I'm going to do it the entire time like this. Welcome, everyone. If you would like to follow us, if you see something you like here, if we tickle your funny bones at all, you can...
Stick to the script.
Please don't spit take on that. I don't want to be robotic. It's not reading off of the screen here. You want me to? I'll just read off the screen.
Just go ahead.
Okay.
Do what you gotta do.
If you like what you see here, make sure to give us a follow on social media. We're on Twitter at
Not a
Stranger
bit,
Damies.
guys. Not a bit.
We're also all individually on Twitter. I'm at Diaquino122. Tom.
At Tom Schuster.
Jen.
At Jenny__Aquino.
At Aunt Delvec.
Mark.
At Off the Mark Tweet.
You could also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just like and subscribe. Right here. Doing one of these things.
Yeah, so if you're already here, you're on the YouTube. For those of you listening to the audio podcast, it would be tinyurl.com/StrangerDamies.
And as Mark mentioned, we're available on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher. We're also available on Geek Vibes Nation. They are on Twitter at GVNation, or at Geek Vibes Nation, and their website is gvnation.com. So check them out. They have a bunch of great people on there, a lot of great content for nerds, sports people as well. I think they do basketball.
Yep.
Is it just basketball? Maybe they do other things. We'll find out. But yeah, give them a follow. They're good people. And on with the show.
All right. And now with all that out of the way, let's start the next episode of Stranger Damies. After learning about the pact between ancient metallic dragons and the ritual to raise Tiamat, the Wyld Stallynz decide that it would be prudent to head to Stillbend and destroy Annie. They come to a tentative agreement that saving Tribeca first should be a priority, since she may be the only one to help save Astaroth. As they depart the Glade Pools, Tiresias suggests a shortcut through a burnt-out town to save some time. While walking through the town, the Stallions are ambushed by another son of Clark. After defeating their third member of the family, Letari learns that there's at least two more brothers searching for them through a very crudely drawn wanted poster that Targ had on him.
Now they're searching for Nub Dick.
Oh my god!
Forgot all about that. Once back on the road, the group received 3 messages. One from O'Craig's tribe, describing his father's failing health and his brother's current predicament inside the sacred cavern. Another from the Council of Iman, requesting their presence at the capital. And a third from the Margrave in Kymel, explaining that the city is under siege from unknown creatures, and while they are currently holding their own, he could use their help. After receiving these messages, Pizzatacos does some quick math and realizes that they can help Kymel as long as they do not stay more than 2 days. On the road to Kymel, Tiresias decides to help an old man who was being attacked by gnolls. Once inside his shack, the old man seals the room and transforms into a Saturum Myaxum, someone whom Tiresias thought was dead. And with that, we'll have you guys roll initiative.
Dun dun dun. Do you want me to roll for you, Aunt?
No.
No. Do not roll for Aunt.
Why not? I'm great at rolling, as it shows in this great roll that I just had.
Oh boy. I'm rolling for myself and Letari, by the way.
Natural 20.
Ooh. Starting off strong.
Getting those natural 20s out of the way.
17.
All right, 20 to 25.
20.
I said no, and then I went.
Okay, that's your initiative 0, or not that it matters, but
I like this.
Yeah.
all right. 15 to 20.
What Mark gave me. 17.
It's my first one.
I like that. I never noticed.
10 to 15.
Letari actually rolled a 15. Sorry, I just looked at her initiative. Bonus.
Okay. Nobody 10 to 15. 5 to 10.
6.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we were doing so well.
That's good. We have,
Well, there should
what
only-
did you
we have
roll?
the top 3.
3.
Luckily, there's only one opponent.
I rolled higher than you.
You did. It's weird.
So
It's a
weird.
first.
All right.
So
So
weird.
as he turns around after pulling his weapons out of the illusion that was the tree stump in the middle of the room, Santorum turns to Tiresias and goes, "Hello, Tiresias. I've been waiting a long time for this." And he sort of sharpens his axe and longsword on each other. And you notice, as I explained last time, that his normal white dragon form looks a little more sickly and not, what you remember.
You don't look good. I'll tell you that.
Well, who is that to blame for?
Well, you're welcome.
All right, so Tiresias, you're up first.
All right. I'll use the mace of
Come on,
disruption.
this time I'm looking at you.
Oh, shit.
That is an 18.
Okay, that hits.
Question: out of game, who named this villain?
He did. And a 10.
Political leanings are showing.
Did you just
10.
do a search?
The former member of the United States Senate, Rick Santorum,
I
from
know.
Pennsylvania.
I mean, he is a dick, but no.
And that would just
Does a
lost
10 miss?
Pennsylvania.
What was that?
I think
Sorry.
Does
everyone
the
agrees that
10
Rick
miss?
Santorum's an asshole.
10 misses. Yes, 18 hits. So roll damage on the one.
12.
Alright.
But my light damage, what is it again?
Radiant.
Radiant
yeah.
damage doesn't do anything?
Nope, no radiant damage.
He's not undead.
Which is weird because I thought I killed him.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so you come down. Oh, actually, I got the math wrong. What kind of damage is your mace?
Radiant.
No. It's
Bludgeoning?
Oh,
Probably bludgeoning, right?
bludgeoning, I think.
Yeah, so you come down, you swing your mace right across the chest. It hits right around the collarbone area, but it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you thought when hit him.
Okay.
Dun, dun.
All right, so that brings
Bonus
us...
action.
Oh.
All right, go ahead.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith.
Okay.
My man. Not that I need it.
No, you don't need it at all.
No, I am not spongy and prone to taking a ton of damage. I'm just gonna go outside and sit this one out, guys. You take care of this. You got this.
So, yeah, do roll your radiant damage, by the way.
Okay.
I had to double check to see if he was classed as undead, and he is.
That is 8 more damage.
Damn Santorum.
Alright, so that brings us to Pizzatacos.
Okay, I am going to investigate. I'm going to use my
Action to investigate.
action to investigate.
Alright, good. Roll investigation.
It's a natural 17. That's a 25.
Alright, what were you looking for in particular?
Just
Good.
trying to get the let's look at
Investigation is a specific thing you're looking for. Perception would be just the glance.
anything I can blow up,
Okay.
specifically that barrel or that box.
They are just regular barrel and boxes. You
It's
know,
not red.
it's not the right color. The only thing that's sort of you could use for anything but not blow up is Santorum is currently standing next to his fireplace there.
Okay. Bonus action.
Yes.
I'm going to inspire O'Craig.
Ooh,
You play
this is my
play one of my
favorite.
hits.
This is one of my favorites.
Because I don't have a new song, but I'm gonna play an old one. It's an oldie but a
It's
goodie.
an oldie but
Goody.
goodie. Well, the people at home haven't seen it.
There
so
you go. This is the first time. Okay.
There you go.
This is my ode to O'Craig. O'Craig, the son of Maximus, unloved and that must sting. For if his father cared a bit, O'Craig would be king. O'Craig is quite the sorcerer. In battle, it's in the bag. But watch yourself in the dark of night, for O'Craig is a friend.
I forgot about that ending.
Dan got a little nervous.
So take your D8 inspiration, right?
Yep. That's yep. Got it.
Okay.
I am so inspired right
That
now.
brings us to Letari.
So happy.
Okay. Letari. Letari's gonna move just so she doesn't clip Tiresias.
That'd be good.
She's gonna cast Guiding Bolt. I have to roll the hit.
Yep.
9. 16?
Misses. So the bolt goes flying, and it sparks right above the fireplace, and he just goes, I knew you'd need friends. And he's staring at Tiresias.
Who are you calling friends? More of like acquaintances, really.
Yeah. So he looks down, and he's just glance eyes right at Tiresias. And does she bonus action or anything?
No. She can't. It's not enough space. She's good. She's done.
Tiresias. What? Shield of Faith. That's +2 to armor class.
+2.
Thank you. Just want to double check.
Okay. So then and now brings us to Santorum's turn, and he just turns and locks eyes with Tiresias. And he goes, and he just starts really breathing heavy and just staring at you. I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Is this a spell, DM?
Nope. It's a trait.
Okay.
17.
You feel your body start to tense up as he's staring at you, but you shake it off, and you just keep your eyes locked with his.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, he takes, pulls a shield out of his back and goes and tries to shove you, so roll strength saving throw.
$23.
And he rolls an 18. So you resist him trying to push you away from him. So he decides, he goes, all right, I guess we're just going to stay here then. And that brings us to O'Craig.
All right. I'm going to cast at a 2nd level. Witch Bolt. I'm gonna move to the side so I can kind of get a
An angle.
diagonal. Yeah. There we go. I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt at 2nd level. Ooh, that's fucking terrible. That doesn't hit at all.
What was it?
It was an 8. I rolled a 2 plus 6, so that's terrible. Bonus action. I'm going to cast... I can cast a cantrip out on a bonus,
Yep.
right? I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on him.
Okay.
It's not any better, really. 15?
Misses.
Yeah.
So you see the Ray of Frost in his frustration after missing with the first spell shoot, and it just puts an icicle right behind Santorum.
It's a natural 20. Okay. I got scared for a second.
They'd have to roll the magic dice.
Yeah.
Is there a natural 1 on there too? Or is
I
it just
believe
a
there
1?
is. So
It's just a 1.
Yeah, just the one. So
Their 20 is
the 20 is the
logo.
sword logo.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, so
Shout out to Ogopogo.
Ogo Pogo Gaming with the nice dice. Blood and Steel. Go check them out. Good peoples.
So that brings us to Zekarra.
They're just a bunch of shills.
Zekarra's gonna cast Moonbeam at a 3rd
South.
level, or technically
Boys.
2nd level. He has to make a con 15 save.
Very low price too.
Speaking of shill,
That is a 9. He misses.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
Finally, some luck.
anybody have any debuffs? No? Okay.
I got shit.
20.
20. points of damage.
What kind of damage is it?
Radiant damage.
To get a bonus for radiant damage?
I don't think so.
No, there's no extra damage from radiant. It's just your weapon. Gets to swing it now, Tiresias.
It's my turn now.
Bonus action?
Nope. I'm good.
Okay.
All right, back to the top here.
Top of the round, Tiresias. Again, you guys are just eye to eye. You're both getting tunnel vision right now.
All right, let me just double check my spells.
Is it a microwave over near Craig on the map?
It's supposed to be a bed.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make my hot pockets real quick. Keep going, guys. I got this.
I spent a better part of a week trying to find doll furniture.
Aww.
Way to go, Aunt.
Michael's.
Or Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Branding Smite,
Okay.
and that gives me an extra 2d6 of radiant
On
damage.
your next hit, right?
Alright, I got a 20 and a 10.
Okay, 20 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Was it a natural 20 or?
No.
No.
That is 8. And I need 2d6 and then 2 more d6. 3, so that's 11. And 8, so 19.
So that was an 8, the last roll.
19 damage total.
Nice.
Alright, so as you come down, you see, all the radiant energy growing over your mace. You crack them right across the skull, head snaps to the side. Again, the force doesn't seem to be hurting as much, but the extra damage you put into it does seem to be getting through. But it's just that the impact just doesn't seem to be damaging as much as it should. So that brings us to bonus action. Anything?
I already used it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Pizzatacos.
I'm just use my action to perception check
Okay. Go ahead.
the room around me. Natural 20.
All right. So you see yesterday. Essentially, you see the crate and barrel in the back of the room there, which just seem to be supplies that he's stolen off the road to kind of just live on. Seems to be grain and stuff like that. You see his wooden bed, very plain. Just seems that he was using this as a hideaway, not so much waiting for you guys or anything. You notice a little bit of blood in the corner of the room that seems very old, but you do see it does look human to you. Again, you see the and I'm not a great artist, which is why it's not on the map. You see scratched into the floor, really large, a photo of what now you see is him as a white dragon coming down with a sword to a blue Dragonborn, not dragon, throat that looks very much like Tiresias.
Okay.
He's obsessed with you.
I'm just going to use bonus action to Hunter's Mark him,
Okay.
which is a concentration spell,
Yes.
which is one thing that we overlooked last time.
I feel like we always do.
I know. I don't think I
I
ever
gotta
did
remember to have you roll
I don't,
when you get
I don't
hit.
have many concentration spells. It just came into play the last time because I also cast Fear.
Okay.
Concentrations. Didn't really matter. I think he died on the next turn anyway. All right. So that brings us to Letari.
Letari is going to cast Blindness Deafness on our enemy. He has to make a con 15 save. She's going to blind him.
Please work. Blind him. That will be a 10. So
Yeah. So he's blind AF.
Blind AF. Is that what it says on D&D
Yeah.
Beyond?
It says right there.
You can't see it because it's on my screen,
There.
but it's there.
You target one creature to become either blind AF or deaf AF.
Or both.
just have to make sure.
Now that he's blind,
it'd
I don't have to
be
use
11
mine.
anyway, not 10, but that doesn't matter. He has a +1 extra on his saves. Ugh. Gotta remember that. Alright, so he is blind now. There's bonus action. For blindness, do I roll at the start of a turn to save?
At the end of each of its turns, the target can make a Constitution saving throw, and if you succeed, it ends.
Good job, Letari.
Thanks.
Did we say that she's Jaegering?
I did. I'm
I
rolling
don't know
for
if the people
Letari.
know.
So
The people see that Steph's not here.
you notice as it gets to his turn, he's now struggling to look around. You guys, eyes are now glazed over, and he also seems to be frustrated for some reason about something, but you guys can't see what it is. And he's going to just go, knows that Tiresias is in front of him, so he's just going to reach out, obviously at disadvantage, to grab him and cast Inflict Wounds.
That's a spell, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Counterspell. 4th level.
I don't know if he needed to, because he would be rolling disadvantage, right?
No, he just...
But I just...
Okay.
Yep, so that spell is gone.
He's also in the Moonbeam, so he'll have to do 2
Let's check actions.
where is it? Constitution save.
Action. Just make sure. Yeah. Yep. So he pulls back and then he grabs his light hammer, and as a bonus action, he's going to take a swing at Tiresias.
Okay.
At disadvantage.
Okay.
Jesus.
That's what you like
Still
to hear.
good. Yeah, so the first one was a 20.
Cutting words.
What's disadvantage, right?
Yeah, so
So the second is what is going
second one was natural 18, which is a 28 to hit.
Cutting words. Thank you. And I say, we're going to kick your ass better than Bob Casey Jr. did in 2007.
All right, roll your inspiration. He's confused. He doesn't know what those
needs
names
to be a
mean.
5 or higher.
8.
Nice.
All right, so that misses.
Nice.
Confused by the name Bob Casey Jr., he comes down and thinks where Tiresias is and just swings and misses.
Swing and a miss.
Don't I have a...
He's getting
Well,
agitated.
he's blind, but whatever. I was going to say, I have a ring of invisibility, I think.
And he has to do a con save
Yep.
for the Moonbeam and I think blindness too.
That is 17.
For which one?
First one's the Moonbeam.
Yeah, he saves.
Okay. Second one.
So he takes half damage.
Still blind. He rolled 11.
So he has 5 points of damage from the Moonbeam.
And Moonbeam is what kind of damage?
Radiant.
And he screams out, "I will kill you!" Towards Tiresias.
Oh,
To who?
at least you're not talking to me.
We're good. We're safe.
Alright, so that brings us to O'Craig.
Can I make a perception check? I want to see if he has any kind of pendants on him or any kind of
Go
holy
ahead.
relic.
You guys aren't helping much.
I feel like you got it.
It's like blurred all over again.
I'm gonna add my. Can I add inspiration to that?
Yeah.
6.
Sounded good.
He's just a
So
Dragonborn
glad.
wearing armor. That's all you notice.
I was hoping to get the. I was hoping I might roll an 8 on that, but
That was
that was a terrible use of inspiration.
It was.
Really.
all around.
Yeah. Poor
You
planning.
could have used it last round when you missed.
I thought about that, but
This
But
is
whatever.
hey,
Going
we're
very
just
well.
we're a bunch of friends rolling dice, making mistakes. All right.
Mainly making mistakes.
Mainly making
How
mistakes.
convenient.
Bonus action.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt.
Firebolt. Yes.
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
Oh my god.
16. You see, that would have been a good time to use inspiration. 16.
16 is not going to hit.
No.
That's it.
I tried.
I'm done. I'm done.
Alright, so that brings us to Zekarra.
Zekarra's gonna cast Blight on that mofo. He has to make a con 15 save. Or be blighted.
Alright, and
By the
that
way,
is...
The U.S. women's team won, by the way.
Nice.
Congratulations to the
That is
US
6.
women's team.
Yes. Okay. Well, this might take a while.
How many? How many is it?
8d8.
8d8. Lord.
God damn.
That's higher than I can count.
Yeah. 37 points of damage.
Alright. He's starting a little rough.
A little rough.
Little rough. We've done like
A little bit.
we've done like 60 points of damage.
I don't think I've done
A little
any.
rough.
I haven't done anything, so.
Well, you rarely do anything.
Yeah, that's true. very, very, very little.
I haven't even attacked
It's
yet.
him that's not doing anything.
So it brings us to the top of the round to Tiresias, and you see him head down, just sort of shaking, and he just looks up at you. He goes, "Do you want to know how your mother died?"
Oh, no, he didn't.
I feel Craig.
It wasn't quick.
Well, I'll just have to make you pay for that.
Good. That was a good one. I say. Nice.
All right, I'm gonna attack with the Mace of Disruption again.
Smash him in the head.
19.
Just
We're like his cheerleaders.
That did not hit.
Yeah, we should have made
11.
like a circle around.
fight.
Yeah. Fight, fight, fight.
Knock him into the fire.
That's 8 and then 11 points of damage. The radiant damage is 3, if that matters.
That's what I thought. Alright. You come down with this, anger, just wanting to shut him up, and you just crack him across the mouth. Spits out a whole bunch of blackish, like ichor blood across the floor in front of you, and you see this little smile start to come across his face.
You want some more, I guess?
Good. Give in.
Oh, man.
It's Emperor Palpatine over here.
Give in to the dark side.
Let the hate flow through you.
Pizzatacos, your turn.
I'm going to sidle up to this guy, Santorum's right.
Okay.
Kind of like a corner where, not up against him. Take a step back. I'm going to notch an arrow. Can I ask Tiresias a question without using an action?
Yeah, free action. Yep.
Just
Just
say,
one question.
do you want this kill?
I'd like it, but the way he's talking, something may happen. So go for it.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot an arrow at it.
All right, get ready.
Lucky.
First hit.
Oh, so it was a 13.
No.
And misses. All right, you notch the arrow, and just in your distraction of unsure whether you should be shooting him, you shoot the arrow, and it just goes off and above and clangs into the corner by his bed.
Okay. After the fight, I'm gonna go get that.
Make a mental
Just
note.
mental note.
So no, it's there.
Congrats.
All right, so that brings us to bonus action. Anything?
Nope.
Okay, that brings us to Letari.
What's the opposite of red?
Letari's gonna try casting Guiding Bolt
Yeah,
again.
Pre-con, yeah.
Pre-con.
Okay.
He has to make. Oh no, this roll hit. Sorry.
A con.
No.
That's an 11.
That misses. Again, another
Okay.
guiding bolt sparks right behind him. Doesn't seem to have any reaction because he can't see what's going on at the
has no
moment.
idea.
I could just imagine a dragon just not knowing what's going on, things flying above him. He paying no
He
mind.
doesn't get any disadvantage on we don't get advantage on these attack rolls.
That would be in the spell.
If a guiding bolt, right?
No,
For
for
blindness.
blindness.
Oh.
I think it's just
let me
disadvantage
see.
on him attacking.
Gotcha.
That's what I think.
Makes sense.
Target is blinded. No. It doesn't say.
So I would assume no.
Yeah, because you still have to hit it.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Makes logical sense that we don't.
Can't hit the
he's going
broadside.
to, again, reach out and grab and cast, again, at a 4th level, inflict wounds
God.
to Tiresias.
At disadvantage?
disadvantage.
He's like,
And he misses.
nice.
Right, even if it had regular, I would have missed anyway. So he just grabs you there.
Having a hard time, are you?
And he's getting more and more angry, but kind of happy at the same time that you're beating on him. So,
He likes
roll
it.
the same. That's a natural 20. And his eyes come back to him, his head snaps off and stares.
Cutting words.
Go ahead.
And I say,
Hey.
your footnote in political history. 6.
6, that knocks it down to
14.
It needs to be 15.
Oh, it was a
right?
natural 20, right?
Yep.
So he probably has a plus.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock down to a 17.
Oh, no. He still sees. And he has to
So,
save
snaps
for the
out. He's
moonbeam,
like,
too.
"Ah." Now it's time to play.
And he's in the moonbeam still.
Now,
Didn't he? Oh, yeah.
am
he's
I
gotta roll
already
save that.
invisible? I mean, I have a ring of invisibility.
You have to use a
I have to use an action.
natural 18. So he takes that.
Ooh, 10 points of damage.
There you go.
That's pretty good. Right there.
So he gets down. Now he's happy, and then all of a sudden he gets hit with radiant energy. And you just see him go like, sort of like a mental, like, fuck, sort of reaction to that. And that brings us to, let's see. Yeah,
Should
no.
be Craig, yeah.
Yeah, it goes to O'Craig.
Okay. I'm going to cast, at a 3rd level, cast Witch Bolt. One hit with this goddamn thing. I never hit with it.
Welcome. Remember the sword?
Oh, there we go.
Natural.
19 plus 6.
You gotta roll damage.
Yay!
What kind of damage is it? Does it say, or is it just a...
Witch Bolt is... It's a concentration. Kind of like
Right
that.
there. If you
lightning.
Hover over that.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
lightning.
Alright, no problem. Okay.
So 2d12.
Just working with resistances here.
It's 3d12. Was that 11?
Mhm.
14?
And he's looking really rough right now.
You
Down,
guys just killed
bleeding
this
out the
thing
mouth,
already.
sort of just like shocked from the witch bolt.
Does this guy have any information we can use?
Probably
No.
not.
Yes. I don't know. I don't know.
No.
He probably has information towards that guy's backstory.
So we got
Bonus action, oh, Greg?
Bonus action. I'm going to cast Mold Earth right on his 5-foot cube space.
Alright, and
So-
do...
I'm going to make it rough or difficult terrain for him.
Okay.
So I think that cuts his movement.
Speed in half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do, and I do it. I kind of do this with my hand.
Alright, Zekarra.
Is the spider staff still functional, DM?
Yeah,
we-
you still have your...
We have never used it.
I used it once and it
Yeah, it
failed.
still has its magical properties.
Okay.
It just doesn't have the spider on it.
Okay. Zekarra is going to use the spider staff to cast web on our enemy. He has to make a dex 15. I have 2 charges, so I don't know what that means.
You probably get 2 charges
2
per...
chances to
Or 2
get him.
charges.
Yeah, you never roll to replenish them.
Yeah. You
So-
probably get 2 charges per long rest.
Okay.
No, it should be like 5 or 6, but you probably never
Yeah, you probably never
recharged it.
10. It took away... No, I had 10 and it just took away 2, so now I have 8.
Okay.
I think it recharges on its own right after a long rest.
So her purpose is to get him, like, stuck. There's a wall behind him,
Yeah.
I'm assuming. She wants to stick him to the wall.
And he is Spider-Man up against that wall. He rolls a natural 4.
Good.
So are
And
we-
he can make a strength check, I guess, during his turn.
Does it say at the start or anything, or at the end?
It just says a creature who's restrained by the webs can use its action to make a strength check.
So I guess at the beginning of
Each
its
creature starts its turn in the webs, must make a dex saving throw.
Okay, and all attacks have advantage now. I have disadvantage again. And I also would have disadvantage. Oh, no, it's strength, not dexterity.
Yeah, so I guess on his turn he has to make a strength check to break out.
At the end, yeah. Or else there'd be no point if I do it at the beginning. Or Yeah. So that brings us to Tiresias. He is now pinned up against the wall.
All right, I'm gonna do something, and you guys are gonna probably ask why, but I'm gonna back up as far as I can and put on the ring of invisibility.
Why did you do that?
Where'd you go?
So roll a stealth check.
Even with the ring? I thought the ring was automatic. Stealth. It's a 9.
Okay. Well, now when you move from this spot, no one will know, but they know you're standing there right now.
Okay.
You didn't sneak enough to hide your location of putting on the ring.
Okay.
Not that I don't think that'll matter because he's kind of up against a wall right now.
Right, but I just, you know.
All right. So that
Pizzatacos, do it.
the Pizzatacos.
Okay. I'm gonna. He's stuck to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna search his person.
All right.
That's not what I meant.
Who said that?
That's an investigation.
That is a 23.
Okay. So all you find on him basically are his weapons.
Can I take them?
Yeah. So
I
it's
take his weapon
yeah.
Smart.
I think I got to roll strength for the 2 he has in his hand.
with disadvantage.
Yeah, I think so. So actually, the 1 he has in his hand, or no, 2. He has 2. So you find on him, he's got a light hammer in his left hand. You take that; it's about a 2-foot hammer.
Okay.
And then in his right hand is a mace with some. It looks like a special mace to you. It looks a little different than Tiresias's right now. So you take those. Excuse me. And yeah, that's it. That's about all he has on him right now.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take.
Yeah, and the other thing you notice in your investigation is that he does have on his armor symbol of the cult of the dragon that you had seen on the capes and stuff back in Kaimon. You know, when you guys were there with Renab, and on Annie's dress.
All right. I want to try and take his weapons.
All right, so roll strength for the 2 in his hands. That's a natural 13, which would be 18.
Aww.
I rolled a natural 18. That's 16.
-2.
So the hammer is still in his hand. So the mace. That's a 10. So
You gotta beat the 10.
That's natural
there we
19.
go.
Nice.
so you get the mace out of his hand. He still has the hammer.
That's the one that matters.
And as you're grabbing it out of his hand, you notice that his hands are sharpened on the end here.
Okay.
So
Like
while you may have
claws, or-
well, you may have removed the weapon from his hand, he still has 2 weapons.
Okay.
technically.
Okay.
So I have this, and then I just step back where I still am.
Yeah, so he goes here.
Yeah.
He gets a disadvantage on with his claw. That was cocked. That was a natural 3. It's not gonna matter anyway. So he misses. He tries to go like this as he's stuck against the wall and misses you there.
I have your mace, bitch.
He goes, "You're next." He looks over at you.
Tough talk for a guy stuck to the wall with cum.
Gee.
That was
Is
unnecessary.
is that what the spider staff is
Zekarra
now?
yells, no.
The jizz staff?
It is, right?
All right, so that brings us to Letari.
Letari's gonna walk up to him and touch him and cast Inflict Wounds.
All right.
You want to ask him questions, I thought. What are we doing?
Why are we asking questions?
Because this guy knows stuff.
About what?
About you.
Who cares?
Ooh, natural 20 plus 7.
So that's double damage, right?
What's the minimum she can do?
Oh, we're gonna kill him.
30 points. Well, yeah, 30 points.
30 is the minimum?
Oh, minimum?
Yeah,
If you roll.
If you rolled all ones.
3.
3.
Double.
Okay. Double.
Oh, it's 6.
All right. You got to roll them.
Okay.
Don't kill him.
She killed him.
Yeah.
We want to find out things about Tiresias.
She rolled 21 points of damage without doubling it.
So what does it look like?
Oh no!
Sorry.
I want to. We're trying to find things out here.
She walks up to him and kind of lightly touches his face, and then his face just starts rotting and falling apart.
That is.
And as his face starts falling apart, he looks over at Tiresias. He's like, "I will find you again."
See, guys, he's gonna come back.
Very
it's
ominous.
okay.
And then as his body falls apart, you see a flash, and then something goes out of the shack.
And I take the ring off.
Oh, something. Did I notice that? Something leave the.
Did I notice that?
Did I notice it leave the shack?
Roll perception.
Oh shit. Natural 20.
Yes, you did see
Woo!
it leave.
All right, I'm gonna run after it.
Okay.
Oh,
Where did he go?
He's gone.
I'll be right back. I'll be right
You
back.
go to run to the front door, and you smack right into it and fall down.
Wait, I can't just open the door.
He sealed the room.
Oh, he sealed the room.
Yeah, you time it wrong,
Ah.
and you hit it before the spell disappears. Just because that'd be funnier.
Ah.
But you can get up and go out.
Can I get up? Cast counterspell on
You said you can get up and go
You
out
can
now.
go out now.
Now that you've run
okay.
through the door.
I just want the comedic moment of you running into the force wall.
Everyone laugh at the half orc.
We did.
Big dumb. Big dumb. All right, I'm gonna run after it.
So he's a little bit further than he was. He's about. You see a light source about 80 feet out.
80 feet out.
Mention door.
Yeah. I don't know how this works. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Dimension Door over to it, like
Okay.
a few feet, like maybe 10 feet in front of it.
All right. Yeah, you guys still see the body in the room. That didn't.
While he's doing that, I'm at Pizzatacos. Let me see that mace.
All right, I give him the mace.
All right. Do you have identify? Or...
I don't think so.
Is
it a action?
It would
or
be a spell.
spell.
So, and if not, if you're proficient in Arcana, you can roll that. If not, find someone who is too.
I am.
They won't be able to tell you what it does, but it'll.
Can I check under the bed?
Yeah, go right ahead.
I give it to Zekarra and ask her what
Natural 20.
if she
Okay.
can tell what this is.
All right, so yeah, let's settle this because the rolls are happening here. Because it looks like Craig's thinking.
15.
Sort of.
All right, so what is that, Zekarra?
15.
15?
Arcana check.
Okay, so we'll deal with Pizzatacos first. Underneath the bed, you find a long deceased body of an old man.
Oh man. I pull him
Under
out. Hey, look what I found!
Oh.
Yeah, and
You
now
don't see a
you can
dead
tell
body.
that blood trail that you had seen in the corner basically was a drag mark
Ugh.
under the bed.
Does the old man look like the old man that he
Yes.
was? Okay.
That's sad.
Is there anything on him?
No, the old man is basically poor. He got a couple copper pieces on there.
I'm taking them.
He doesn't.
Yeah,
know.
what's
Nothing else,
what's
but
it in
his
file
body
when
is
you
still in the
lose-
room.
You
There.
you just lost.
And-
My honor goes down.
yeah.
So
Nobody
you,
like that.
Letari looks really upset that there's a dead old man in the room.
So you,
note that.
looking at the mace there, you can tell it's magical, but it's a different kind of magic than the current mace that he has right now. It's from a different school of magic, but that's about all you can
Okay.
tell.
Now-
there.
Light hammer is just the type of hammer. It's not a light.
No, it's a mace.
No, the other
It's just a
other
light
weapon.
hammer. Yeah.
Like lightweight
Like
hammer.
lightweight, yeah.
No, meaning it's not like a 6-foot hammer.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
It's like a tiny
it can be
one.
one-handed.
One-handed, like Mjolnir.
Little bigger than Mjolnir.
Okay, I'm gonna take the hammer too.
Oh, I guess he just gets all the weapons.
Did he try to kill you?
No, but I took it off of him.
No, you didn't.
I took the mace off of him. Took it right out of his hand.
Well, she has the mace now.
Alright, I mean, I don't need it. But
Can I give it back to Tiresias? It's really heavy.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You can.
And just strap them both to my back.
Can I investigate the inscription on the floor?
Yeah.
See if
Go
I.
ahead. Roll investigation. Oh, Craig, what are you doing outside?
All right. So when I dimension door past him, how many feet?
You're just
ahead?
sort of keeping pace with him. He's going about 30 feet his normal walking speed.
Am I-
but he's just sort of going.
Is he by me now, or?
No, you got to him, and he's out
Well,
5 feet in front of you. 'cause
I
he's-
wanted to dimension door like 10, 15 feet in front of me.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he's basically caught up with you at this
Okay.
point.
So I dimension door out and I say, In brightest day, in blackest night,
God.
no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light, and I call for Behringer to
All
come out.
right. And then you
God.
see,
Dear God.
you see a
Hopefully we don't get a
greenish,
copyright strike for that.
half orc,
It's probably fine.
all of a sudden
credo.
appear right in front, and he looks down at you, and he just sort of gives you a thumbs up, and then
Give him the
him
double guns.
and then him and the spirit just go off and poof,
Slap each other.
disappear. You don't know the result, but he is taking care of it currently, as far as you know. The only thing you hear as he's going away is, "Thank you for bringing us a revenant."
Ooh, I know exactly what that means. So
Do you need me to write
You
down?
might be the only one.
I don't know what it means. A revenant?
But you
There
were
you go.
told when you met the Lanterns that is their sworn enemy.
The
Revenants.
revenant. Okay,
So,
got it.
they poof off into, I guess, the ethereal plane
Very good.
as they're
Very good,
battling.
very good.
So and nothing's left behind.
No,
It's just-
How
okay.
far away is he again?
Just two streaks of fire.
80 to 100 feet, I think it was.
So you're like,
I'm pretty far back.
yeah, you're about 100 feet from the shack,
It's like
just
Oh,
just in the middle of the road.
I'll dimension door back.
So, okay,
Just walk.
using
Could
it.
just
Roll
walk.
again.
Oh.
17.
It's
Unless you
true.
want,
that
me,
more
do you want me to
often.
roll? Do you want me to roll again? It fell off.
Yeah, go right ahead.
14. That was close.
so you're gonna be like 2.
That was close.
That was close.
So you see the body of Santorum Myaxum laying in front of you. Currently, you have his weapons. Did you?
I rolled a
What?
21 investigation.
So mostly the same things he found is that he's been here a long time doing this carving here. It's like, and you can tell there's like jaggedness to it. He was doing it out of anger, but it's a very faithful recreation of Tiresias and himself in the floor there. You can tell this was done with intent. And then you join back at this point.
Yeah, I just right back
Okay.
in.
Damn.
Do you fill them in?
We don't have to worry about that guy anymore. My guys, my Green Lanterns, they're mine.
They're
Yeah,
They're
they are now
yours now?
mine. They are property of me and no one else. Yeah, that Santorum guy's not going to bother you anymore.
good.
Who was that?
Yeah, he seems like
He knew
super
you.
obsessed with you.
He mentioned your mom, so you guys were tight.
He drew this. He carved this thing into the floor.
And, I'm gonna
And it
take a look
looks
at what
like
they're
he was
talking
really
about.
mad when he was doing
It, it's pretty well done too. He took his time.
it. Can we like take out paper and like rub a crayon
Yeah,
over it
While
and save
he's
it?
doing that,
Charcoal
you three roll
brush.
intelligence checks.
Oh, good.
After you, sir.
9.
Is a 16.
Zekarra, roll intelligence.
That's
Me?
what I'm telling
Yeah.
you. Twice, right?
For what?
No, just
I wasn't
you.
paying
Oh,
attention,
okay.
sorry. I was looking at Letari's paper. I have to roll twice?
No, just roll once. Not gonna have you-
5.
yeah, we don't need to act out Letari knowing this because he already rolled enough.
Oh, that was
Pizzatacos.
Latari?
No, it's you.
Okay, I'm so confused.
Pizzatacos already got it, so
All right.
we don't need to do any Jaegering. You remember that during the conversation with Kraynor, the name Santorum Myaxum was one of the former leaders of the Cult of the Dragon that had been murdered along with 2 of his apprentices.
Apprentice. Seeds.
And I relay that memory to these people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When I called upon the Green Lantern to take him away, they said, "Thank you for bringing me a revenant." So that's their mortal enemy. So we took care of a big one.
So he's not coming back?
No, the Green Lantern, they pretty much ferry the souls to the
Other
ethereal plane, somewhere
side. Gotcha.
where we can't go.
Good job,
So-
O'Craig.
Said he had 2
Apprentices.
Apprentices. So it's possible that we could come across 2 more, but he was like the head honcho.
That seems to be, our thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
People
Yeah.
just keep coming after us.
So Tiresias, what gives?
What do you want to know?
First,
Where do we start?
what was that?
Stop
guy?
answering my questions. with other fucking questions. I said, what gives? I assume you figured out that means what is your relationship between you and that guy?
Well, he obviously was the leader of the cult of the dragon.
Because I just said that.
Right, obviously.
Oh, I wish I had some
And
kind of truth thing right now. I would just...
Will you just let me talk?
All right, go ahead.
I escaped imprisonment from him and his apprentices. That person who killed them, that was me.
Why were you imprisoned?
I grew up in the cult of the dragon.
Whoa.
Insight check.
Okay.
I know that Tom doesn't know the answer. 15.
Okay. Roll. Are you trying to hold anything back?
No.
Or should I?
No, I'm so sick. I'm so sick of trying to hide it.
Okay. Yeah. So everything he
eating
says
away.
is absolutely true. He is holding back one fact, but you can't tell what it is.
Okay.
But you can tell he's holding something back.
Okay. He mentioned your mom. I know it's a tough subject, it sounds like. Are you under the impression that he killed your mom? Or when did she die?
She died trying to allow me to escape.
So you were both imprisoned.
Well, I'm pretty sure my father was part of the cult of the dragon.
And the
Is
Cult
he
of the Dragon are the
still?
bad guys.
They're
right?
bad.
That's correct.
Is he
He's
still-
dead.
Was your mom part of the
sorry.
Cult of the Dragons?
Yes, but she wanted me to get out.
I kind of feel like
How old were you?
a Tom Cruise,
I
Katie
don't remember.
Holmes.
It was a long
aspect.
time ago. How
So
old
you
am
were a
I?
little
20
baby.
something?
A little bitty baby?
I was old enough to kill him.
Yeah. It's right around the time you guys met. So.
A little bitty baby.
Man, that's pretty heavy.
Okay,
Story check?
so your mom was a Dragonborn,
Yes,
and your dad was a Dragonborn.
that's correct.
So all Dragonborns
roll
are
intelligence.
Dragonborns. Just completely. That's just a thing.
I guess
Like how
so.
elves are a thing. It's not like a mixture of two different things, right?
I mean, in the beginning, it probably was.
How long ago?
I have no
Your
idea.
grandpappy?
No, probably way longer than that.
Okay. I'm still just so confused by you.
He's a dragonborn of mystery.
So, do you remember hearing anything about this plan when you were with them?
No, my main focus was to get out.
Okay. How
Were
come
you
you
in-
didn't share this with me earlier?
It wasn't necessary at the
I
time.
mean, we were friends, I thought.
Oh, here we go.
Were you an active member of the Cult of the Dragon? Were you old enough to be an active member?
No.
You were like a Dragonborn youth?
I was like on the... Jesus Christ. I was
Padawan. No,
I was approaching that age.
Okay. So, like, not active duty, but...
Correct.
But could have been called in at any time.
You do realize what my name is, right?
You were deceived.
Deceived.
Correct.
But, like, deceived.
Yeah.
Just
I was
doing my job.
I was told the cult of the dragon were the good people.
Oh, I don't remember hearing any cult that was the good ones.
Well,
But
what
that's
was
the
I
point.
supposed to know?
Like you're
He didn't
they're
know it was a cult.
brainwashed into thinking that they are good.
Sure, fine.
That's usually what happens.
The intelligence check I do roll,
Was not
even though
good.
you did poorly on it.
Shockingly.
You just had the vague memory that you may have heard that story before somewhere recently.
In a book, maybe? I might have
One
read
of your
something
books.
like that. Yeah.
You learn everything from books, don't you?
I'm very learned. So,
Learnt.
learned. Yeah. I'm very learned.
It's pronounced learned.
Like,
That-
turnt.
No, that makes no sense.
It's
You don't-
learned.
Learn. No, because it's one word. It's not learn ed. It's learned.
Anyway,
Comment if you agree or disagree with O'Craig.
It's definitely
/
learned.
Dan.
anyway, we should probably get moving.
Bringing up a lot of bad memories here.
It's not helping, but we got a couple of jobs to do.
That's true.
Don't think we're letting you off easy.
Well,
We're gonna have constant conversations about this.
Oh, yeah,
So
this
are we-
isn't going away.
Are we assuming that someone resurrected him to come after us?
Come after
I'm a-
Tiresias.
Roll a religion check.
Me?
Are you proficient in religion or?
I am.
Yeah.
Let me see.
You can roll it too.
I ain't got no religion, boss.
No, neither of us. Neither.
Well, that was
I do
terrible.
have +2 in religion.
A 9.
Okay, and then you just roll it. It's just a higher DC for you.
12.
Well, from roll for Letari too, because she's a cleric.
She's a +4.
There you go.
19.
Okay, so she relays to you guys that revenants aren't like zombies. They are basically reborn and remade with one purpose of killing the person they have a sworn vengeance towards.
Eat brains.
Oh.
So they live as long as that person has lived, as long as that person has not been murdered. And then if they murder them, then they
rest.
can rest.
Okay.
Or they can be forced to the astral plane, which is what you're hoping is going on right now with Behringer.
Fingers crossed.
So
That guy's gonna get
so
bored.
you guys learn that's while not complete, which is why I had to check the undead thing, because he's not a typical raised from the dead. It's sort of he came back to life out of anger and revenge.
Okay, well, at least we know that there's not some other person
So
that is following
real
us.
quick, two things.
As far as you know.
Did
far as we
anyone notice the dead body in the corner there?
Yeah, I mean, he pulled it out.
Yeah,
Oh, that was you.
it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're cool
He was
with that.
really happy about it.
I mean,
All right, well,
we're
yeah,
not
it's a dead
real.
body.
We're not cool about it, but yeah.
Latari looks really upset. I don't know if you
Well,
caught that
she's gonna have to
part.
get over it. Grow up.
I just kind of, with my foot, I just kind of push it back on.
Oh.
I don't like the weapons. What were the weapons? 'Cause I missed that.
We fill him in
mace
about it.
and-
Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll fill you in on the
Another
way.
15 minutes.
Yeah. So you guys get ready. You pack up. Any last checks of the house or things you want to do before you leave?
Latari's going to do something on the way out. So if
Okay.
anyone else wants
Anybody
to
want
do
to do a
something
last check? I think you guys are all good.
I just
wanna make sure.
turn around and just say goodbye, house.
All right,
Fine.
so you guys leave, and Letari.
Latari casts plant growth by where the dead body was, and she just blossoms a bunch of flowers for the dead guy.
Right through the floorboards.
Yep.
That's gonna kill the resale value.
And as you guys walk out, you head on the road. You're about a few hours outside of Kymel, and that is where we'll end this episode.
Yay!